Yo people, what's going on? We're back again with another 1,000 Pound Sisters, if you dig what I'm saying. Season 3, episode 11, End of an Era. So let's not waste any more time and let's get into this absolute madness. But of course, just give a shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel.
Nice. We don't really care for hot tea.
You're so ghetto.
Good God. Apparently, one of my great grandma was the Queen of England. Excuse me. There's something that me and Michael need to tell everybody. They accepted our offer on the house.
Like you're really buying a house?
We go sign papers in a couple days.
With you moving, what are we going to do with the Tammy situation?
I don't know.
Word out of the state.
That's the only thing left. I don't know what's going to happen with Tammy being out there by herself, but we're going to have to figure something out. I know that. Yeah.
So what kind of drink we got? Y'all make me one? We can make some screwdrivers, margaritas, moonshine. Ooh, I'm aware. I'm doing more damage to my body. I'm completely aware. Cheers.
Alright, so boom, recap of last week's episode, as you saw there. I mean, boy, man. You know what, though? I'm just hoping this is one of the episodes where Tammy just doesn't get under my skin, because that woman is legit the death of me, man. Oh my goodness gracious me. I mean, like, it's safe to say that she doesn't have a rock bottom. But hey, let's get into it.
Little, are you being a big helper?
Not really.
She just wants to help. It's moving day, bitches. For the past 2 months, we've been remodeling our house, so it's ready to move in. I wish I had other people here to help, but I'm just glad Misty and Brandon were here to help me, because I'm so overworked and so stressed out that I'm just ready to lay down and die.
Well, where do you want me to help you pack up?
You can move that stuff in the chair and clean out the refrigerator if you want.
Well, hopefully we can get the biggest part of it done today.
Moving day came up on me so fast, and I have so much anxiety because I see so much stuff we have to pack.
So what's going on? Why are you so upset?
So weird that, like, Gage's crib's gone.
Yeah, but you're putting it up in the new house.
I know, it's just like,
it's an improvement. It's not going backwards.
I'm just really tired, emotionally and physically drained. I've been dreaming of getting my own home since I was a young kid. I've always wanted the white picket fence and the kids, and I've always wanted to be a homeowner. And I think that stems from when we were younger, we didn't have much money, but this house has a lot of memories in it. You know, we got married. Today's my wedding.
Yes.
Come in. I had gastric bypass. I had a baby.
Welcome home, baby.
It's got a lot of good memories, but there's a lot of miles on these old tires. Bad memories of fighting with Tammy and like that. So it's time for a new chapter. Time for a fresh start.
So have you heard anything from Tammy next door?
It's just been me and Mike.
I think Amy's feelings is hurt that Tammy didn't come over and at least talk to her while she was, packing. But in the same token, I figured Tammy would act like that when Amy got ready to move, so it doesn't surprise me at all. I'll take this shelf out, but I ain't carrying the box.
Okay, I know Amy and Tammy had this bond or this relationship, you know what I mean? But the fact is, though, I mean, should Amy be that surprised with Tammy? That is the reality of it. Should she even be that surprised? Hell to the freaking no. And let's be honest, with Tammy, it ain't even just because she's sour and bitter about her sister, obviously, moving out, or I mean, moving half an hour away or an hour away. It's not even about that. Anyway, so it's about that, but it's also about her being lazy too. We all know she ain't gonna make that trip. And even if she did make the trip, she ain't going to be helping. She'd just be sitting there complaining. But at the same time, though, based on the last episode, one of the other reasons why Tammy probably didn't turn up is probably because she's hanging right now. Because we saw her drinking like she's a wild animal. And it's like, okay, whatever you got to do. Anyway, so yeah, but let's just get into it.
Yeah, that's why I'm just doing it.
Are the bubbles supposed to be on the outside or the inside of the bubble wrap?
Outside.
Okay, thanks. I'm exhausted, but at the end of the day, it's all worth it. I have a home to call my own.
Just picture
I don't give a about this bro. Alright, we'll meet you at the new place.
Yeah, we'll see you over at the new house.
Yeah, we'll meet you there.
Let me tell Tammy bye.
Alrighty.
Hey, we're leaving for the new place. I'll see you later. Okay, bye. Ginger tantrum bull. Me and Tammy have always been close. We were bosom buddies since the day I was born. But now that Tammy started partying, she's on one path right now and I'm on the other. Hopefully, eventually she'll make it to my path. But right now, it's best just to push ourselves away.
The only way, and I mean the only way Tammy is ever going to find herself to Amy's path is if she has a rock bottom. And she hasn't got one. And listen, I say this every single episode, but let's just look at the grand scheme of things, okay? Look at it this way. So, we've got brother Chris. He's married, okay? He's got a woman, okay? His weight is now going, you know what I mean? He's on that surgery kind of scale now, you know what I mean, okay? Amy's now married, she's got a kid, and well, you know, which has now been confirmed in real life, she's now got a second kid on the way too. You know what I mean? Okay. And that's what she's got. Misty, I'm pretty sure that she's got her own little thing going on as well. You know what I mean? Okay. And the fact is, everyone in this family is doing something with themselves that is productive in terms of building families. You know what I mean? And also in terms of kind of improving their health, give or take. Tammy is not. She's not doing any of those things, and Tammy never sees herself ever do any of those things, which is why she's in the position that she's in now of just having no rock bottom. Because for her, she's like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, but hey, let's get into it.
I just farted. We were pretty much gutted a house in 2 months. It's been a long process, and I'm physically tired. I want to thank you so much for coming over and help. Oh, you're welcome. You're the only one that would come and do that for me. But how much have we done for Tammy, man? But she ain't here when we need her. She could at least pick the box up.
The way she sees it is she can't. It hurts her to get up and move.
You couldn't, I don't know, be there just to talk to or pass the time. You know, if you talk to somebody or listen to music or something, it passes time so much faster.
True.
So she could have just been there for emotional support.
I'm just telling you what she's going to say if you say something to her.
I feel like I can't get no help. It's bull. I help you constantly, and you can't even be here. I'm just exhausted. Okay. Yes, and this is together. It's been a couple days since me and Michael and Gage have moved. It's so quiet and peaceful here. It's home, but it's still just a big mess. So Amanda come over and we're putting stuff away. We're doing laundry. We're just having a good old time, just being sisters, basically.
You got all this extra space in here. That's going to be your dining room, right?
Yeah. Chris just bought a new table, and he's bringing us the old table.
Okay. You all still have other furniture to move, or what?
We're going to get a new love seat. We need a dishwasher.
Girl, you got 2 dishwashers in the house already. You and Michael, that's the dishwashers right there. Well, come on in. Let's get up on here and let's see where we're going to put this table at.
Yeah.
That table I had has been in the family for a long time. Been a lot of good meals served on it. For the first table for your house, it'll be perfect.
It's like passing the baton.
Our table that we have is the table from our childhood. And now that it's time for me to move on to something a little more of what my wife would like in the kitchen, Amy needs it. She got a big dining room and save her a little bit of money, and it stays in the family.
How many pancakes do you think we done ate at this table?
Well, we sit there one morning for 3 hours eating faster than she can cook.
Mama Jay, she was standing there and make pancakes. She said, how many pancakes are these kids going to eat? Look at Chris.
Well, the truth is, I could have got down and got under the table with me being as big as I was. The question is how hard would it have been to get my fat ass off the floor? That would have been the rough one.
I like the fact that Chris just said that because it's him recognizing the pros, the benefits to his weight loss journey. To recognizing that if he stays the way he was, if he stayed the way he was, or if he goes back to the way he was, then he's not going to be able to do some of the things he's doing now. And to be fair, in the last episode or the episode before that, when they went to the theme park and he was able to finally fit into that seat and go on that roller coaster, that was also something that, you know, would have been eye-opening to him. Say, okay, now I can actually do certain things that I couldn't have done before because I was just way too overweight. So it's good that he's recognizing the benefits. You know what I mean? Obviously, he always has to do it in a humorous way, which I guess is a kind of like, it's his own form of a coping mechanism. You know what I mean? Which is fine, you know, as long as it helps him stay on track. So, you know, let's get it, Chris.
You know, Chris is in the
honeymoon period.
Yeah, where he's what, 3 months out or so from having weight loss surgery. And I mean, I got that when I had the gastric bypass. I mean, the first 6 months you just drop weight like that.
Yeah,
it was easy.
I dropped.
I mean, you did drop weight, but imagine how much more you could have lost had you not been pregnant.
Are you worried about going to Dr. Proctor's?
Well, yeah, because I know I've done bad for a little bit. I know I gained a little bit of weight. In a few days, I have my annual doctor's appointment with Dr. Proctor. I'm nervous because I don't think I am where I'm supposed to be in my weight loss goal. I tend to eat whatever Gage is eating. Why waste my food when I could just share a plate with him? So mostly it's been like animal burgers.
Y'all are flying down this time.
Hey, what the hell you think about that?
I'm scared as hell. I might get to the game and be like,
Does she be like, Chris, can you take me to Atlanta?
So, Chris, how are you feeling about your appointment with Dr. Smith?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest with you, the whole Gage thing and the extra food thing, because we know that in their family, look at it this way, it is very easy for me to blow things out of proportion purely because of the family history. Everyone in that family is obese. Simple as that, okay? Everyone in that family is overweight, you know what I mean, or has been at some point, okay? Actually, no, they all still are, to be fair with you. And I just think that if she's going to be doing certain habits that were done to her and habits that were done to all of her family members that got them to where they was, if she does that and puts that into her child, how does that benefit her child? So yeah, I can't say that I agree with her way of thinking in that kind of way. No. Like I said, it's very easy for me to blow out proportion based on the family history. Without the family history, I guess maybe I wouldn't think too much of it, but we have to think too much on it because of the family. It's a no-brainer, right?
As far as the scale goes, it's going to show that you're still dropping weight.
Oh, I'll be dropping weight up to a year.
You're going tomorrow, right? Well, what about Tammy? Have you heard from her or anything?
No, I mean, I assume that she probably isn't going to go.
You want to call her?
I mean, okay. Tomorrow I have my 3-month post-op appointment. But to be honest, I don't know if Tammy will ever get motivated enough to do what she needs to do before she goes see Dr. Smith again. What are you doing, bitch?
Damn, sounds like you're coughing up a lung.
I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. You gonna go with me? You don't want to go? Well, the invitation's open, but if you don't want to go, that's cool too. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
She sounds awful.
She sounds.
I wish she would go. I wish she would want it as bad for herself as what we want for her to do right.
I wish she'd do better too, but we can't make her. I think Tammy's new lifestyle, the vaping, the smoking, the drinking, I think it's starting to. I told her, she has enough health problems without adding more to the fire. Do we just let her live and be comfortable and plan for her not?
Conversation like that about final arrangements when she has the opportunity to change.
We're kind of at our end of our rope. No, I'm going to be there with Dr. Smith anyway. I'm going to talk to him. Maybe see if he can give us some input on what's the best way to handle this situation. Because Lord knows, we tried just about everything we can try.
Bye-bye, Kentucky. Flying would never be on the table before my gastric bypass. Ooh, this is real. This is going down. I'm barely fit. Fat girls don't fly for a reason.
How's Tammy doing?
Doc, I guess she's gave up and she's going to live her best wild life the best that she can.
She's now drinking a lot, smoking. At the weight that Tammy weighs right now, it's severely dangerous. I'm still racking my brain on how I can get through to her. If she's not going to come to me, I think I may come to her.
At Dr. Smith's office for a 3-month checkup. I know I've lost quite a bit of weight since my surgery, but there's always a chance in the back of your head that you're thinking how much you could have done that you should have and you didn't.
Hey guys, how are you?
How you doing, doctor?
Well, you look good.
Feel a lot better.
Do you? Not having any issues at work, doing your normal schedule?
Yeah, 10, 12-hour days, let's get it.
Good. Today, I would love to see Chris get below 350. But after surgery, it's not uncommon for people to struggle with making the right food choices and find time to not only exercise, but just eat the right things. So how do you think he's doing at home?
The sweets, I feel like he's craving those.
Okay.
It's weird because he never ate sweets before.
Smoothies.
Yeah. And smoothies are good, but you can really fall into that trap where even though it's fruit, there's a lot of sugar in there. It's easy to get down. It doesn't make you feel full with a few drinks. And next thing you know, you drink a smoothie this big with a bunch of, not just calories, but they're all sugars. Now, Chris is 3 months out. He can eat pretty much anything as far as the consistency, solids, and liquids. And so cravings will start to pop up for patients. And sometimes it may be a craving that they never had prior to surgery and really catches them off guard. I think our main thing is to try to help him with our dietitians to find something that tastes like a sweet, but is a little bit healthier than what a routine sweet would be. Well, let's step. All right, 348 pounds.
Works for me.
That's awesome, man.
That's
awesome. When's the last time you saw below 350?
25 or so plus years, probably. That puts me 65, 68 pounds down from the day of the surgery in 3 months. It's pretty rowdy.
That's great. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That makes me really happy.
That is pretty amazing.
And it sounds like you can feel it, too.
Oh, it's just the difference between night and day.
Yeah.
Losing the weight feels so good. You know, I feel like I was when I was a teenager. You know, I did what I wanted to do. There's no slowdown to catch my breath like there used to have to be.
First and foremost, party up in here, bum, 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 for Chris. You know what I'm saying? Because he's doing it, man. I mean, listen, I had my doubts. Before the surgery, you know what I mean? Okay, because his weight was still fluctuating here and there, but the doc said, "No, we'll make it happen anyway because of his attitude." And, you know, it's paying off. And it's beautiful to see someone, you know, have surgery and to see it paying off, you know what I mean? So, end of the day, shout out to Chris on that one, man, you know what I mean? But of course, this is only the beginning of the journey. You know, the journey needs to be succeeded. In fact, I want him to be the first person in his family to really appreciate the surgery and really, like, take advantage of it, you know what I mean, and really get down to, you know, that 200 mark, you know, like, I think based on his height, he'll probably be comfortable between, I don't know, maybe about 150, 200, I'm not too sure, you know, but either way, 200 or less is always gonna be better than 350 than where he's at now, you know what I mean, or even 300 for that matter. So I really hope he gets to to that goal, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Team Chris, man. Let's get it.
Right direction in a steady pace. We're going to look back 6 and 12 months from now, and you'll be blown away compared to where we are even today. And you're so much better off today than you were 3 months ago. How's Tammy doing?
Doc, I guess she's gave up and she's gonna live her best wild life for the rest that she can.
So I asked Chris how Tammy was doing. Obviously, I haven't seen her in a little while, and I'm concerned about her. And, you know, the look on his face told me everything. Obviously, Tammy shares a lot of things on social media. These aren't things that she's making any effort to keep private. And so I'm made aware of Tammy drinking a lot, smoking. But, you know, at the weight that Tammy weighs right now, it's severely dangerous. I worry about her. I care about her. I want her to do well. I know you do. You care about her as much as anybody. I've got an idea or two in my head because I'm still racking my brain on how I can get through to her. If she's not going to come to me, I think I may come to her. I told Chris I've decided instead of waiting for her to come to me, I'm going to go to her. That's pretty unconventional for what I do, and I'm definitely not old enough to be in the age of house calls. But at this point, I'm willing to show Tammy that I will literally do anything I can to help her get to where she needs to be. I know that this surgery can help Tammy so much, and I don't know a whole lot of people that needs help more than she does.
He's really kind of.
I just want to say this right here, right now, okay? I want to say this right here, right now. If this doctor going to see Tammy doesn't wake her up, that's it.
Scary because the party and lifestyle has taken a toll on my sister. But I really don't know how she'll react when I tell her the Dr. Smith said something about coming to visit her.
Hey, what's up, bitches?
What's going on with you?
I personally wouldn't even tell Tammy that the doc's coming. Wouldn't even give her the benefit of the doubt personally. So I think if I was Chris, don't tell her.
We're supposed to be kin to one of the queens of England. Quite honestly, I think it's bull. That's debatable.
Are you paying attention to what your weight is doing and goals that you set before? Surgeons no guarantee that somebody's going to not only lose the weight, but keep the weight off.
So how are you liking the new house?
I really love it. It's nice and quiet, peaceful. Now that I have my own house, we can have get-togethers. So I called my sisters and my mom, and we're just going to have a nice talk and sit down and just chit-chat. I got our DVD results back.
Okay.
When we were growing up, Mom would always say we were related to the Queen of England, and I just want to see if she was making up stories. So I had all the siblings spit in a vial, and today I got the results. I don't need a crown to say I'm royal. I got blue hair. That's royalty. I'm just curious, you know, the history in our family.
I guess we're supposed to be kin to one of the queens of England. Quite honestly, I think it's bull, but okay.
Do you think David's going to show up here?
I don't know, shoot. You never can tell her.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want her to show up at my house drunk. Tammy hasn't really reached out to me since I moved. She only calls me when she needs something. So I don't know how she's doing right now. I hope she's doing better, but I ain't holding my breath.
Hey, bitches!
Hey, what's up, bitches?
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
Hey, what's
with you?
up?
Same old crap.
So you got the results in?
Yeah, do y'all want to go in and read them? Or,
Nah, we can just stay right here.
No, I'm gonna run and say hi to Michael. You want me to grab them while I'm in there?
yeah, I think they're on the table.
Okay, all right, I'll be right back.
Tammy's vehicle bound now. She ain't housebound. She got out of the house. She can't go nowhere else. What's the point of going out if you ain't gonna get out and enjoy your life?
All right. So y'all ready?
Yeah.
What do y'all think we are? I don't know about you, but I mean,
That's debatable.
but you used to say we're like English. And,
I can remember my family reunion on my mom's side. They had a crest, and it showed all of our family history. And I don't remember much about it because it's been so long. But I do know I might be a descendant of the queens.
okay, I'm 40% English. I'm 38% Scottish, 15% Wales, and 7 Sweden, Denmark.
Being related to the Queen of England would be the English Northwestern Europe.
So it might be true, Mom. You might be right.
I think the closest thing we got so far is Mom's hairdo kind of matches the Queen of England's hairdo. That's about the closest thing.
right.
Honey,
Mom,
this
you're
is called
getting there.
wisdom, this gray hair.
The only thing with my DNA test that I found surprising was I'm partially from Denmark. I didn't know that. And there's no German? What the hell? That's a ripoff. DNA's a cruel mistress.
The Queen of England got more power than what I got.
Right.
I mean, that ain't saying much.
Well, if she wants to hand me some money, then that'd
That
be
ain't gonna happen.
And speaking of DNA, are you trying for a baby?
She got one, and she's blessed she's got that one.
I'm not trying to prevent it, but I'm not trying to get it either.
Boy, that's not what your bathroom told me when I went in there to pee.
Shut up.
What was that in there on the counter in the bathroom that you left out for everybody and the mama to see? An ovulation kit that shows when she's ovulating so they can try and get pregnant. So they are trying.
Oh,
Busted, bitch. Just tell the truth, hell. It ain't
yeah, I'm
nobody's business.
trying. Because my ovaries are getting older.
Oh, or
I don't want to be too old.
You it's always exciting, isn't it, finding out how the family found out certain news. I mean, we all knew already that she was pregnant because it's been announced anyway, you know what I mean, since the recording, since, you know, yeah, since they filmed. You know, obviously she's not pregnant right now, so technically they haven't found that she's pregnant, but they've obviously found out that she's obviously trying. But the thing is, at the end of the day, I've said this before and I'll say it again, the biggest challenge with Amy and her in this pregnancy is that because of her pregnancy, is that the reason why, so let's put it this way, I have a theory that she lost weight to get pregnant. She didn't lose weight to actually stay losing weight. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's easy to get pregnant when you lose weight. Okay? But, you know what? Yeah, whatever. I feel like if I keep talking, I'm just going to sway off the point. So let me leave it there because I've got my point.
Nothing. When the good Lord's ready for you to have it, he'll give it to you.
I honest to God think Amy's rushing it. She's still trying to lose weight, get herself together over that. I was hoping Amy would give it a little bit more space in between them where it wouldn't be as hard on her. Don't you have your annual checkup with Dr. Proctor? Maybe you should run it by him, see what he thinks.
Yeah, I'm going to when I get up there. I'm just saying, if it happens, I'm not mad about it.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Tammy, what's your plans for the future? Are you going to move closer to us? Yeah. Eventually, I am going to get a ramp so y'all can go in.
We're fine.
They pretty much remodeled the whole damn house.
I wish y'all can go in.
My mom and Tammy, they have a really hard time getting into houses and, you know, different places if it's not wheelchair accessible. And it probably does hurt them. But sometimes you got to push through the pain and just be where you need to be to support your people. And they didn't even try. Y'all need to understand why it's so damn important. Amy did a big thing, and she wants you all to be proud of her. And she did a whole lot of work. And she just wants y'all to come in and sit in her couch and just chill and relax.
Why can't I be proud of her out here just as well as going in? I don't feel...
She don't feel good. I can look at her face and see that red, like she got a fever or something. You're not sick?
I'm hurting. With Tammy's health problems, she does not need to be drinking. She does not need to be smoking. Her body is literally saying, I've had enough.
You are loved, and we need you here still. I'm sorry, 35 years is just not enough.
It is the morning of the flight. We're about to fly. I'm shaking. I'm so nervous. I'm shaking. I'm scared as hell. Today, me and Michael and Gage are going to Atlanta to meet Dr. Proctor. It's my 2-year checkup, and we plan on flying. How fast are planes? Are they faster than cars?
I don't know.
Flying would never be on the table before my gastric bypass because I was way too big for the seats. And now that I've lost weight, I can fit in the chairs.
Let me hear about
Whose idea was it to fly?
yours.
Oh my God,
Here
it's
we are.
yours.
Please press the button and take the parking ticket.
No.
Please take the parking ticket.
No. I'm feeling nervous, anxious, and ready just to get it over with. Today I'm most nervous about the takeoff and landing.
Here, bye-bye, Kentucky.
So we're about to go up to the ticket counter and go check in. My nerves are getting to the better of me. Like, I see the security guard and I'm like, oh, this is real. This is going down. Just gotta hold my hand. When I was in the seat and the plane was taking off, I'm just scared because there's turbulence. I can barely fit. Sitting in this little chair is making me feel like I'm 400 pounds again. The seatbelt was so tight, when I breathed, it would pop open. You'd have to be a size 0 to be comfortable in that plane. That was a sardine can. Fat girls don't fly for a reason.
That you actually enjoyed about the flight?
The snacks.
Yay, we're at the hotel. You made it all the way to Georgia.
Ready to go see Dr. Proctor?
Hello.
I'm here for my doctor's appointment.
All right, you can have me and I'll take you back in a second.
Thank you. I'm kind of nervous because I don't think I am where I'm supposed to be in my weight loss goal. I avoid the scale because then I'm focused on the number going down. And if I see it going up, it's going to make me depressed and want to eat more. So it's best not to look at it.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Who'd you bring with you?
My son.
Your son.
Remember I was 4 months pregnant last time you saw
I
me?
do remember. Hey buddy, how are you? I got a smile, I think. When I first met Amy over 2 years ago, she weighed over 400 pounds. And one of her goals in life, not only to get married, was to have a baby. And at that point, it was impossible for her.
I want to have a baby, and I think my weight has affected me not to have a baby.
So that's your motivation, is you want to have a baby. You want
And I just want to be healthy, not like her.
It is is very special when it's a goal for somebody to be able to get pregnant when they never could before. So I got to be engaged for the first time, and boy, he's a cute baby. So tell me about what's going on with your goals and where you are with things.
I mean, there for a while I was doing bad, but we were remodeling a new house. So, you can't cook at the new house, so you had to do takeout.
So are you paying attention to what your weight is doing and goals that you set before?
Yeah, I haven't weighed myself in a while.
So last time you were here, a little over a year ago now, you weighed 288 pounds, right? You were pregnant at that time. Let's see where you are with things right now.
Okay.
Getting pregnant so early after her surgery with Gage really put a halt on her weight loss. But since it's been 11 months since Gage's birth, I'm hoping that now she's under 250 pounds.
Can I take my shoes off?
Yeah, we've done that before, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. They're clean this time, look.
Go ahead, step on. So 275 exactly.
I think I did really good compared to being 406, so.
Yeah. Surgeon's no guarantee that somebody's going to not only lose the weight, but keep the weight off. And we've seen that. From what I'm seeing, she hasn't put any more effort back into her health. We've pretty much stalled out at this point. You're now down to 275 pounds, so it's time to get serious. Mama needs to be healthy, so we got to really, really double down now. Because I do still worry about you, and I worry a lot about your sister. Tell me what's going on with her.
She went to rehab and lost 60 pounds, came home a couple months later, gained it all back in. She's been smoking, drinking.
I'm worried about her because, she's not going to be around with us much longer if this is the path that she continues on. What Amy told me about Tammy was disturbing. It sounds like she's taking a really bad turn since I last saw her. I certainly don't think that Dr. Smith's going to operate on her in her current state of mind, nor would I. This is something that just can't be done because we think it needs to happen. She has to believe in herself and believe that she can do these things, or operating on her is just going to hurt her.
I was hoping Gage would change her perspective, but since I had him, she started drinking.
Now, do you want to have more babies? What's the plan there?
One more.
One more baby. What's the timeline for that?
Soon, because I've been eating egg salad with grape salad mixed in it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, we gotta get you a pregnancy test.
Oh, so you think you might be pregnant?
Yeah.
So...
Which is perfect because we wanted
I don't
not
want
too
at
far
least
apart.
2 years apart, at least.
We want them like me and Tammy.
Okay.
When we were on family vacation. I stopped taking my birth control, but I noticed for the last couple of days that I've been eating some pretty weird stuff. And I was eating egg salad and I was eating grape salad, so I mixed the two together. And it's just been like that, like weird combinations. That's a telltale sign.
So you just have to decide, what are your goals for yourself in all this, right? Because it's not just about having babies, right? It's about having the babies and being there to be their mom and their dad for a long, long time, right? Here's what I would recommend. Let's find out if you're pregnant. And if we're not, let's use this time we have right now to start going back in the right direction again, all right? So if you're not, let's check in regardless in about 6 months. You're at 275 right now. I want to see below 250 when you come back. Let's not lose sight of that goal, that 150 pounds that you want to get to. You're a different person from when I met you. Let's keep this going, okay?
Oh, yeah. I agree with that. I'm getting back on track so I can get down to 150.
11 months ago. And she hasn't gotten back on her health journey that she started so long ago. 275 pounds, she's morbidly obese still. She's got a lot of weight that she needs to lose. I would love to see her do that before she gives any thought to having another baby.
Set a timer for 2 minutes. I love Gay so much, I'm ready to have another one now. But Dr. Proctor said, lose more weight before I have another baby. Oh, I'm gonna go get the test. All right.
Yeah. Hey, girl. Hey. So I saw Tammy a few days ago at Amy's house, and she just looked awful. And I'm just really concerned for her health. Like, if she continues to go down the road that she's going, she might not be here much longer, and I'm not ready for that. I really want to sit down with her and just try and help her understand that she's got to get help. So what you been up to since I saw you?
Living life. Hungover.
I can tell. You look like...
See, that's the problem, isn't it? Tammy has not been living life. The fact that she sits there and she just said with her chest, living life. Tammy, you've been far from living life. You've been destroying your life. I mean, listen, Tammy's been destroying her life for as long as I can remember now. And it's becoming a very sad sob story, you know what I mean? Like, literally, as time goes by, it's getting worse upon worse upon worse upon worse. There are no improvements in any kind of way, you know what I mean? And even when there's been a glimmer of improvement, it's literally been a glimmer. That's it. Nothing else but just a glimmer. Like, I honestly don't know what I would do in this situation if I had a sibling like Tammy. I mean, like, if I allowed her to get, not allowed her, but if she got to this point here, what could I even do? But this is the problem though. It's about preventing these things happening, preventing these moments. If I had a sibling like Tammy, I would have I tried to do something with her like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, if anything. Or maybe even 20 years ago, but she's 35 now, right? She's been having this weight thing since forever. The whole family has, even Amy too. But at the end of the day, you know, it would have been one of those things that I would have tried to tackle during her teenage years, but that would have arguably been the hardest because teenagers are teenagers. We've all been there. We all know what it's like to be a hard-headed teenager. But definitely when it comes to the later stages, when you're getting into your 20s, that's definitely the moment where I'll be like, nah, come on, man, we got to do this, and that. It's either that or I'm giving you that tough love and I'm leaving you high and dry and you got to fend for yourself. You know? But the fact is, though, she's now 35. And she's now at a stage where she's so heavy. Come on, man. The fact is, I feel like there's nothing that anyone can do for her now. And the only person that can do anything for her is that we already know is Tammy. But the problem is, though, when I say the fact is there's nothing that no one can do for her. But when I say that the fact is there's nothing that no one can do for her, to be fair, in that list of people is Tammy. Tammy is also one of those people that I feel like is a part of the people that can't do anything for her anymore. Because Tammy doesn't want it. Like she said, she's living life now. Soon, Lord knows. But I understand that she's back in hospital now or somewhere. On her TikTok, I saw that she's somewhere and she's got the drips again and all that kind of stuff. But all that shit there to Tammy is just toys. I don't know, man, but let's get into it.
Ralph, JT, all we do is drink and listen to music.
Well, that sounds like the life to live.
I mean, it's fun.
It is what it is, but you just remember that the choices you make affect your health.
Right.
And more than anything, you know, we got to keep that in check.
I'm aware of what it can do to me. I don't need anybody telling me. No, I mean,
it's all good. I know you don't need me to tell you, but I'm still going to tell you.
Amanda's trying to persuade me not to be partying so much and whatever. But it's what I want to do that makes me happy. And let me be. Just want to be myself and live free.
I ain't anybody trying to make you live differently.
I do feel like I have to live a certain way to please y'all.
I have never expected you to be anybody but who you are. I just want you to be careful. With that being said, I got a little something for you outside in the car. I'm going to go out here and get this real quick, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
When I have to have hard conversations with her, I always try to let her know that the love is there. Ultimately, that's the reason. That's the umbrella that makes me confront her with hard conversations. You know, I just want to plant a seed that reminds her, right?
That's not my birthday.
Yeah, well, can't we just celebrate this today as another day? You don't have to have a reason to celebrate.
Can I just say that, Tammy, this isn't about pleasing everybody else. This is about pleasing your body, you moron. Dickhead.
Why you gotta do this to me?
Well, because... So,
Why you gotta do
I wasn't sure if you even have any of Grandma's oak quilts, but, you know,
This is crazy. I legit had a drink. You gave me this. It was a real shock. A real surprise. Growing up, my mom was never around. My grandma took care of us. I know my grandma was here every day watching over me, but it was just another sign telling me she's still here. She's never gave up on me, and she still loves me.
I just want you to have a little piece of her with you. You know, we all talk about Grandma and how much we miss her and how important she was in building us into the people that we are today. You know, Grandma would want you to live a healthy life, a long life. And I'm sorry, 35 years is just not enough. And I just don't want you to give up. I want you to keep going. I want you to stay. I want you to make the choices so you can be here longer.
I'm not giving up. I just want to be happy for once.
The quilt that I gave Tammy today, I gave it to her so hopefully when she's in a dark place, she can just wrap herself up in that blanket and just feel how much we love her. There's just so much love there. You know, I can't even begin to put into words what she means to us. Tammy really needs to face why she is doing all these things that are so self-destructive. But the help Tammy needs is more than what any of us can give her. Ain't none of us qualified for it. You know, I really do feel like you need to find someone that you can talk to that's unbiased. Someone you can tell all your deep, dark secrets to and not be judged. And I think that would really be a benefit to you. And you go in there and talk about me all day, every day, about all of us.
I'll try, Tammy. Talking about Davis.
Hey, babe.
think that's the problem, though. I think Amanda, I think she obviously hit the nail on the head that Tammy needs to speak to someone that, she doesn't feel this, and that. But at the same time, though, Tammy doesn't trust anybody. Like Tammy needs to get to a point where she trusts people. If she can get to that stage where she's now gonna trust people, then yeah, 100%. Shit can something can be made happen. Do you know what I mean? But the fact is, she doesn't have that, and I feel like that's what's always going to be the factor. She's never gonna trust anyone to open up to. She's always gonna feel like everyone's gonna judge her. That's why she only dates people that will only take her for what she is already. In terms of her just being that's why she only date people that will encourage her to continue going in the direction, because she can trust that direction, because that direction in her eyes, I guess in some disgusting dark way, hasn't failed her. I don't know. But the fact is that we can only pray and wish that she finally finds that thing. You know what I mean? Whatever. But clearly, losing her grandma wasn't a good thing. Being raised by a grandmother, because the mum wasn't there, obviously, so it was also a factor. There's so much hate, so much resentment, so much darkness, so much this and that. But the matter of the fact is, though, regardless of what damage has been done to her life, she is 35 years of age. 35 years of age. She needs to learn to pick herself up. And I'm gonna go back to what I've always said, to be fair with you. After this, that's it. Don't help her no more. That she got a blanket that meant something to her. If that blanket doesn't represent anything to her to want to go forward, then it is what it is. Let her go down her path. 2022, we're in January, right? I don't know, man. I hate to say it, but I don't know if we're gonna see Tammy in 2023. But I wish I wait and see.
I got the pregnancy test. Dr. Proctor said I need to get back on the right track and lose more weight before I have another baby. But I know I might be pregnant because I'm feeling really emotional. Like I want to cry every time I turn around. And then the cravings and stuff. So it makes me have some deep concerns that I might be pregnant.
You might have a brother or sister. How do you feel about that?
Where are you going?
He wants to go with Mommy.
Me and Tammy are 15 months and 1 day apart. And we grew up together, so I want Gage and the next baby to be close in age so they can hang out with each other, get to know each other. But Dr. Proctor told me to be careful because I could gain all my weight back and some. All right, babe, set a timer for 2 minutes. How you feeling?
I'm pretty excited.
I mean, if we are pregnant, we already got a bedroom for it. We already got all his old stuff. I love Gage so much, I'm ready to have another one now. But having another pregnancy, I'm still going to be high risk because I'm not at my goal weight. And I had gastric bypass plus a C-section. So right now, it's hard because I don't know how I feel about it. I'm torn in between the two.
What if it's not positive?
Ooh, get your phone. I'm gonna go get the test.
All right.
Does anybody know what the heck's going on today?
Next time on 1,000 Pound Sisters.
He's keeping it from me too.
Chris calls everybody up and he's like, y'all come to my house. I got a surprise for you.
That's my big brother, y'all.
I don't think Tammy's hit her rock bottom yet, and that's what scares me.
But what is rock bottom for her? Is rock bottom?
We all only know what our rock bottom is for ourselves.
Maybe getting Dr. Smith down here will snap her out of it and give us a glimmer of hope.
Would you ever consider talking to a psychiatrist?
Feeling okay, Tam?
Mama, so sleepy.
I don't know.
65.
Well, Doc says Tammy hasn't reached her rock bottom yet. Everybody, and listen, that could be true because Tammy does show a glimpse of fight sometimes when she does reference that I haven't given up. But hey, maybe the psychiatrist is going to be the solution if she decides to go ahead with the psychiatrist. But of course, it's always going to be the doctor's. I think they're very fortunate to have a doctor that actually went to the house to actually see Tammy and try and get her head around it and say, hey, da 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 da. But I guess we won't find out until the next episode, right? But I really hope the psychiatrist thing is something that definitely does happen and it definitely does work. Because like I said already, if she doesn't sort herself out now, 2023 is looking like a myth. You know what I mean? Okay, I don't think it's gonna happen. To be honest with you, she lost 60 pounds when she went into that inpatient care or the rehab place, isn't it? Right. So that showed progression. To be fair with you. And I feel like her being put in that position again would be the best one, but like on longer basis, you know. But listen, I'm not a professional. I'm just a bystander. I'm just a viewer, just like you guys. You know what I mean? We're always gonna have our own opinions, our own ideas of what we believe that she could do. You know what I mean? And some of us could be right, even though we may be unqualified. Who knows? But at the end of the day, I guess we're gonna find out in the next episode, really and truly, you know, what the doctor's how it goes when the doctor turns up at her doorstep. And to be honest with you, the doctor's turn up at her doorstep is actually quite brilliant, because look at it this way. If you're someone and your doctor turns up your doorstep, that tells you that someone loves you, someone cares about you, or it tells you that someone cares. Because for her, it's all about that, isn't it? You know, not having that care person. Shit, man, I'm losing my words. Am I making sense right now? Anyway, we're just leaving to next episode, okay, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll cover it there. But listen, at the end of the day, man, like I said, I really hope that Tammy can turn it around, and we do see her in 2023, and her family can still continue loving her moving forward for longer than 35 years. But it is what it is at this moment in time, and we shall wait and see. But with that being said, though, like, subscribe, and peace.